Why, hello there, YouTube. It's me, Random Ross. So, yes, 2024 is drawing to an end, and we have 2025 right around the corner. So, I thought, why not do my top 10? Because I did my top worst movies of this year. Why not do my top 10 best TV shows of this year before we get to the movies? So, it's all my personal opinion, and if you don't agree with it, fair enough. How would you rate these, and what's yours? So here we go, my top 10 best TV shows of this year. Some of these are returning shows, and some of these are new shows, so yeah, let's do it. So coming in at number 10 is Agatha All Along. This, I believe, is the second in a trilogy of Disney Plus shows, the first being WandaVision, the third one being Vision Quest, where we see Agatha Harkness awaken from her hex that Wanda Maximoff put upon her at the end of WandaVision, and she embarks on this road to reclaim her powers with a coven of new witches, and then seeks the help, but then realizes she's seeking the help of a young boy who is the reincarnate of, Wanda Maximoff's son, Billy, I think it is. And yeah, Marvel Studios hasn't had a lot out this year. We had like more Disney Plus shows than movies. We only had Deadpool and Wolverine this year. But also Echo was a nice one as well. And what was the other one? I can't remember it now. But we got What If season 3 as well. But yeah, Agatha All Along was probably one of the best of these Disney Plus shows we got this year. So, coming in at number 9, we have Doctor Who Season 1, or Series 14, or Season 40, basically. Ncuti Gatwa's first full series that came out in the spring of this year, where it was the first season to have its full deal with Disney, and it dropped at midnight, which for me personally I thought was a great way to watch it from midnight. But I think that's like the Marmite thing, you either like that premise or you don't. Ncuti Gatwa I thought was brilliant as the 15th Doctor in his first season. So along with Millie Gibson playing Ruby Sunday, we had only 8 episodes this time round, and quite the improved effects. We still had the return of a classic foe like Sutekh from a long time ago, Pyramids of Mars. And yeah, we had some good episodes in there, but a lot of them I felt were a bit poor, including the 2 Doctor Light episodes we got in a row, but that was scheduling stuff with Ncuti Gatwa. But yeah, I still enjoyed a majority of it, and watching it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's to come in season 2 or series 615 or season 41, whatever you want to call it. I'm looking forward to that series coming still with Ncuti Gatwa, and that's, I believe, ready to go. So we'll see that in the spring, hopefully, and then a renewal. But yeah, I've been a die-hard fan of Doctor Who for so long, so yeah. Next at number 8 is Knuckles. The Paramount Plus miniseries starring Idris Elba as Knuckles the Echidna, where we see Knuckles take center stage, and he goes on this quest, makes a new friend, and I believe sets things in motion for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which is coming out. It's around Christmas time. I'll probably see that in the new year. I thought it was fun. It was a good half hour each, 6 episodes. I watched it all in one night, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. Next at number 7 is Extraordinary Season 2, which was a surprise hit from last year, and straight away we got a second series ready. But nowhere on the third season, which I'm really hoping we do see, because I like this premise, set in an alternate world where at the age of 18 a majority of people get their powers, some later than others, and we follow Jen, who's yet to find her power, and we still follow her on this journey to her finding her powers. with her friends who also have their powers already and stuff. And, we see a complicated life in that. We see, again, it's a great series. I watched in one day, 8 episodes, 30 minutes each. And, yeah, was something to look forward to in the first part of the year, which isn't really on my side because I don't like the early part of the year. It's always dark, cold, and gloomy. But yeah, extraordinary, yes. Next at number 6, we have The Boys Season 4. So after 2 years since the previous season, we see The Boys return. We had the lovely surprise, which was Gen V in between. And we see The Boys, the main show, back, where this time Starlight is completely with the team. Billy Butcher's going out of control. He's mutating into something with this compound V he took because he's dying and stuff. We see the boys push to their limits. And yeah, the first, most of the episodes in this weren't the best, but had their good moments. Anthony Starr as Homelander, brilliant villain for the show, even though he's meant to be a hero. And, how it ties in with Gen V. Yeah, it was a fun fourth season, but just not all of it there. But the last 2 episodes definitely were the best ones. It's a shame now we've got to wait till 2026 for the final season. But we have season 2 of Gen V in 2025, which is going to follow that universe on. So we'll have that to keep us busy, won't we? So yeah, The Boys Season 4. Number 5 is Ted Season 1, which is a prequel TV series of the comedy movies that starred Seth MacFarlane and Mark Wahlberg. This taking place in the 90s, and this was everything you could expect from a Seth MacFarlane sitcom, only it was in live action. Seth MacFarlane playing Ted, or voicing Ted again. We had some new characters in there, some recast characters, including like John's parents. We see a young John in this in the 90s, how he's growing up with Ted, and they have their cousin Blair. And it was just funny. Again, 6 episodes. I binged the whole thing in a day, and I believe there is a second season coming, so I'm looking forward to that. So it doesn't take 2 years. Next, at number 4, we have Batman the Caped Crusader. Again, on Amazon Prime. This is like the noir Batman from like the 30s and 40s, where we see Bruce Wayne as Batman battle the villains, which we get a classic rogues gallery. The gender change on the Penguin I'm not sure about, but the rest of it, like Two-Face, Clayface, other characters that wasn't familiar with, seen in this, Catwoman, and the way the first season ends, where it teases the Joker. And I believe a second season is coming, so I look forward to that. But yeah, great. It was just like, brought me back to the 90s animated Batman with Kevin Conroy, and only done more vintage styles and, like I say, more noir. So yeah, Batman the Caped Crusader. And at number 3, again, it's another Batman take. It is The Penguin miniseries, which is a spin-off of Matt Reeves' The Batman. We see Colin Farrell get the entire screen time he needed as the Penguin. Completely unrecognizable, but disappears into that role, and he was brilliant. Seeing the gang war he's caught up in and how it ends, yeah, I look forward to the upcoming Batman sequel. And Colin Farrell, other supporting characters as well, and actors did good in this show as well. But yeah, Penguin, definitely one of the best this year, and I binge watched the whole thing over 4 days. So number 2 is Terminator Zero, the whole, the second TV show to be based on the Terminator franchise. And this was done in anime, set in Japan, following a completely different group of people, not the Connors. And we see a soldier sent back to 1997 to stop a Terminator from killing this tech whiz who knows a lot more than he's saying. And again, 8 episodes, 30 minutes long. I binge watched the whole thing in a day, and I loved it. And I really hope we get a season 2. They'll be daft not to, because this is probably one of the best installments since the Sarah Connor Chronicles. So maybe having it adapted to the small screen and in the style of anime was the way for it to go, I guess. And yeah, I really like that one. Great action, and also it was R-rated, so they could have the swearing and the violence in there. Number one is, of course, it's an animated show. It's Marvel. It's X-Men '97. So when they said they were going to revive the animated series of X-Men from the '90s, I was like, okay, how are they gonna, what they're gonna do with this? And you know what? It won me. The animation, more or less the same, just done up a bit more, made to look a bit more modern, but definitely carrying on from the cancelled '90s animated show, where we see the X-Men follow, start a new chapter in their lives after the passing of Professor Xavier, as he had to leave them. We see Magneto in a new light. We see the Sentinels return. And I actually couldn't wait to binge watch this show. I actually ended up watching it weekly, but my God, it was a great series. There were shock moments, surprise deaths, and even the theme tunes stay the same. I actually never skipped over the opening credits because it had that classic theme, that I think I speak for all '90s kids when I say this was the Marvel show we didn't know we needed, but my God, it was fantastic. And they are doing a second season. I think it's coming out in 2026, so, but still, probably my best TV show of this year. So, what are your best TV shows of this year? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All my social media links are linked down below in the description, so feel free to check all out. And yeah, I will be definitely doing my top 10 best movies of 2024. So yeah, keep a lookout for that, and until next time, I bid you all a goodbye.